Hi, my name's Peacock, and the team behind X-Trail Australia, Moto Dynamics and Neil Price Mind of Matter have provided me with a bike, gear and a challenge to see how much a complete novice 50-year-old can learn on a trials bike in a year. Okay, so this week we're going to talk about how important it is to make a plan, a training plan that is. And I'm going to put the links to Neil Price from Neil Price's Mind on Matter, the video that he did talking about how to put together a plan and what you should be doing to really train effectively. So for me, I think it's really important to start out with the fact that I'm 50 years old. I've never ridden a trials bike. So I think my plan is going to be twofold. And the start of that plan is the realization that I've got to get fitter and I've got to get healthier. When I'm on the bike, an hour on the bike, and I'm knackered and I'm sore the next day and my back's hurting and my knees are hurting. So I think part of my plan to start with is acknowledging sort of what my current limitations are and how I can work towards being fitter and stronger. And to be honest, that's kind of why I'm doing this, because I want to be fit and I want to be strong and I want to be able to play with my kids and ride with my kids and do all that sort of stuff. So currently my actual training plan on the trials bike is I have an actual training session once a week. And in that session, the first thing we do is we focus on balance. I've been working with Simon Price and he's been using tape on the floor and he's taping out angles on which my front wheel is directed. So I'm learning how to balance with a full lock on the left or the right, or a half lock, or if I'm trying to balance the bike in the center. So that's the first thing that I'm doing, and we're probably doing that for about 10 to 15 minutes. After that, the thing that I really want to work on, and it's really important for me to work on, is my figure eights. Now, whether these figure eights are done on the flat or in an area that is sort of undulating, it's kind of the same for me, but it's really working out how to tilt the bike over as far as I can go and using my weight and my arms to get really strong, controlled figure eights. And that's really going to help me when I'm training with working on my clutch control, which, as Neil keeps saying, that clutch control is vital to being able to ride really well. So the next thing that I'm going to work on is basically just my ability to understand how to use the bike. So I'm still learning. Years ago, I've ridden big road bikes, I've ridden dirt bikes, but that's a long time ago. And these trials bikes are a really different beast, or they are for me. And the 300 beater has got a huge amount of torque. So the part of training that I'm working on now is how do I harness that energy? How do I get used to the power that the bike has, and how do I sort of alleviate some of my fears around that? Because, like I said, I'm 50, I don't want to get hurt. So I'm doing a lot of training up on hills and on rocks and on loose surfaces. So really just trying to get the idea of the feel of the bike. And that's what I'm focusing on at the moment. And as I begin to sort of improve with my skills, then I'll start to focus on other things. So if you're a beginner trials rider like me, or you've been riding for years, get onto the Neil Price Mind on Matter Facebook page and subscribe to the Mind on Matter YouTube channel. There's a huge amount of information on the Facebook page, lots of training sessions on how to do figure eights and clutch control, on wheelies, balance, all of those things. That's what I'm focusing on at the moment, and that's what I'm using to put together my training plan. And hopefully by the end of this year I might be at a stage where I can actually register for a competition and see how I go. Catch you next time.